Shalom, shalom, Yashara Allah. Okay. Again today for a little exhortation, exhortation and edification, So before I start, I will turn to the east and I will give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Wahara, Hapadash. Alright, double honors to the apostle of GMS who teach him real well. Double honors to the brother Ashan. Peace salutation to the Church of Yahushai 144. Peace salutation to all the brothers and the sisters. All the brothers who are doing the work, alright? Who are in the law. Doing the work. Who are in the work, doing the work, pushing it hard. Though, to be honest with you, I can see things changing now. You know what I'm saying? I can see there are still gonna be brothers out there doing the work like us and that, but brothers have the Most High will be shifting. The table. There will be a reshuffling of cards and things like that. That's what I perceive through the Spirit. So be strong for all the brothers. It's not an easy walk. Be strong. Be strong. A lot of us go through many trials, and that's it goes into the spirit of what I want to speak about today, because I analyze a lot of things, and I thought to myself, Yahweh could not be, it could not be. I believe in Yahweh. You got brothers that, when they come in this truth, or one day, put their head over the fence to see what's going on in the truth, and they realize that it's not necessarily what they thought it will be. Then they come with excuses like, the Most High, I don't know if he loves us or whatever. But I explain to you that we are actually under a curse. We're not supposed to be all, glorious and die in his kingdom. No. Because we have to pay our debt. But brother don't seem to understand that. But then, meditating upon, my situation and situation of brothers around me and, brothers, through the testimony and the teaching as a whole, in Israel, I came up with that, with that understanding, man. So that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to share, So, Shalom Wahab to the brothers and the sisters who are awaiting the return of our Lord and Savior, Yahushua Mashiach. Alright? Wow, Kevin. Yeah, Malak. Shalom, Malak. You good? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Malak, I'm doing like a video, I'm doing a video. Once I'm done, no, I'm calling you later, man. What are you doing? Huh? Oh, should I call you or not? It's only after half an hour. Alright then, Malak. Alright then, shalom. Shalom, Malak. Yeah, so I will say again, shalom, Malak, to the brothers and the sisters who are awaiting the return of our Lord and Savior, Yahushai HaMashiach. Alright, so I won't be long. Just a little edification, I have a bit of time on my hand now. How the Most High moves, it give you a bit like a respite, like little time where you have a little, you can chill, do what you have to do and come and chill. But then instead of chilling, I just want to, take some time and vibe with my woman, my first wife, Sophia, the truth. And then whatever conversation we have, I want to share with the brothers, That's how it's supposed to be done. So let's go. No, so I want to speak of the case. The case. I won't go into precept as far as what I want to talk about. But we all know all you have to do is go into Genesis and get it right. The case of Joseph. So what happened to Joseph? Joseph had a dream. He had a dream, but because he was young, the mistake he made, he shared that dream with his brothers and his father and his mother, I'm sure. And in that dream, he was the star that was shining more than all the other stars. So when he explained it, his brothers they kind of like what the clock hit, they like say a deep day. And they were like, yo, this guy, man, yeah, he trying to be the star of the family, right? So the jealousy started to come, right? Then we know what happened. He was the favorite of his father. So what happened? He got sold, right? He was supposed to be killed, but Judah is the one who told him, no, let's sell him. You see that? Let's sell him, right? So now, he found himself in Egypt, right? Become a servant, you know? And in him being a servant, you know, Potiphar, let's call it like that. I'm sure he had a real name, but let's say the Bible says Potiphar. He had an Egyptian name or whatever, you know, but it translates to Potiphar in our modern day languages, right? Potiphar had a wife, and he was a very handsome guy, you know. He had that little charm going on, you know. When you have that charm going on, women sometimes for no reason they want to have sex with you. And that's why the Most High, by the way, if you have that in the world and the Most High want to do work with you, a certain type of work with you, he will remove that charm. So you won't be dealing with women like that because he wants you to focus on that, right? But Potiphar's wife, hey, she wanted to have a piece of Joseph. It was so, he had that juice, you know. So he had the spirit on him, so he ran away from it. But hey, she thinking like, imagine if I don't come up with a line, how people gonna look at me? How society gonna view me? How my husband gonna view me? How society will gonna view me? So I'm gonna come with a plan and say that he's trying to have sex with me, he's trying to rape me. Long story short, he found himself in prison. Now, in the naked eyes, if you saw that, you would think like, wow, listen, what's going on, man? I'm catching hell. But little did they know, Yahweh was, you know, planning. You know, Yahweh was planning. Shalom, Malak. Yo, Malak, I'm doing a video. I'm going to call you after, yeah? I'm going to call you later, man. Alright, Malak. Shalom, shalom, shalom. You know, little did you know, Yahweh was, you know, masterminding his destiny, man. He went into prison, catching hell over there, but his talent, he became a solution because people had dreams and they didn't know what to do, what to say. And that's what shows you that, hey, some brothers are dreamers. I'm a dreamer. So the most I communicate to me, you know, through dream. So a lot of the time I see things about brothers. But sometimes I say it, sometimes I don't. But some brothers like that. And some people have the gift now to interpret. You know? Joseph was like that. So before you know it, the Pharaoh at the time had like a dream, you know, that he couldn't figure out. And guess who? You know, he had a dream, or I'd like to read it again, but there was a thing where Joseph was a solution basically. Before you know it, he came from the prison and he became what? The prime minister, let's say, prime minister, and he came with a very good solution where they stored a lot of the food in that because they knew that the drought was coming, the famine was coming. So for 7 years, they were able to, you know, provide for the whole Egypt. And that's how, you know, Joseph and the brothers now came to Joseph, and Joseph was glorified. The same people who sold him, his brothers, they came under him and he set him up. The Most High, that dream that he had became true. The same dream that created jealousy in those brothers got manifested. So your trouble, you know, your problems are there for a purpose. I'll give you another worldly example that we know of. I'll give you that example of the rapper 50 Cent. When 50 Cent was coming up, he had black ballers like Irv Gotti and Ja Rule. So every time a label wanted to sign 50 Cent, Irv Gotti especially, they will call Irv Gotti, they say, yo, we want to sign, you know, that guy, that kid, 50 Cent, man. We think he's very talented. They say, no, don't sign him. He's a street guy. He's going to bring a lot of trouble to your business and this and that. So he blackballed, the 50 Cent got blackballed at every level. So what 50 Cent did now, he's starting to do a mixtape. So it would take every, known beats from, established, artists, and then he would do like a makeover, like a voiceover, something like a voiceover. He would add his own spice onto it, and that thing caught fire on the street. And Eminem, that was at the height of his, career at the time, backed up by Eminem, by Dr. Dre, were able to get him and give him the biggest, like a dream situation that led him to where he is now. Right? But at the time he was catching hell, he got shot 9 times. I'm just giving you an example, because that's an example in our community, and a lot of brothers go through that. They hate you wherever you go. Every time you want to do a business, you're about to get it. A guy that know you will go behind you and stop it. Every time you want to get with certain situation, there's a guy that always hates you, always jealous of you, that don't want you to make it. In your family, sometimes people got wives or even a husband, vice versa, or brothers and sisters that are there to make sure you don't progress. In this truth, all the pain that you go through, is for a purpose, man. It will catapult you, if I say it right, to the next level. It will make you, stick this life. Because if you're in this truth and everything goes well for you, you will have no drive. You see, there's a hard time create men, hard men. All right, and good time creates soft men. So when you go through pain in this truth and things don't work for you, it's hard. It makes you, because the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, will only speak to you when you are at the bottom. Because when you're at the bottom, you're so broken that your ears and your spirit is open for listening. It's open for wisdom. You hear the voice or the noise of that void in your inner being. So you can't wait. That's why people go to, when people, what do you notice that every time people go through pain, what do? They'll go to see a seer. They'll go to see a soothsayer. They'll go to see, all those voodoo priests. Why? Because they're vulnerable, they're looking for answers. And that's the time when the Most High speaks to you. When you're high, if I'm down here and you're on the 50th floor or you're flying, you ain't gonna hear my voice. If I wanna warn you, I'm at the bottom and I say, yo, shalom, shalom, malak. You ain't gonna hear him because you're so high above me. So that's why the Most High bring us down in order for us to listen to him. In order for us, it makes it easy to be, molded. It makes it easy to be obedient. When the dog is on the leash, it's easy to control him. Right? When the dog is on the leash, you control him. But if your dog is not on the leash, yes, he might be well tamed, alright? But one day he might flip. You might see a dog, you might see something, you might see an energy, might flip on someone and go and bite. We've seen that many times with pit bulls and that. But as long as you got that pit bull on the leash, he can't go nowhere because you control him. And that's how the Most High deal with us. So I'm going to read certain precept. We're going to start with Romans 8:28, man. Because this truth is about creating gold. And gold is refined by fire. So if you wonder why you're catching hell since you're in the truth, now, don't use the fact that you're in the truth to now, give an excuse to the situation. Sometimes the Bible says we shouldn't be sluggard. Yeah, there's a precept on that. We shouldn't be sluggard. Get up, trying to do what you gotta do to survive out here. Don't make the truth now an excuse to be, there's a term, slothful, right? Not productive, or don't use the truth as an excuse to procrastinate. Procrastination is that's nothing to do. When the fire's on, you're gonna get up, try to do something, So we have to balance things, right? But I'm talking about while you're doing what you have to do, things are not going like you want them to go. right? That because the Most High is doing something. And we're gonna read the Bible. Yeah, let's go to Romans 8. Right? Romans 8 and 28, I believe. And it reads, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahweh, to them who are the called according to his purpose. The case of Joseph, the case of King David. King David had to run away from King Saul, right? He had to run away from King Saul. He went into the wilderness, and that's how he became. That's when he became strong, because the Most High was able to deal with him up and close, closer to him. When he's closer to you, that's when he can deal with you. When you're too busy, that's why sometimes he will stop certain things. When the Most High want to give you new information, he will probably take away the job from you. You wouldn't understand. Something will happen, you will lose the job. That's why even people that at work that hate you, they are the Most High using them for a purpose, man. Your enemies, the Most High use them for a purpose. The woman that you had in the past that gave you all hell, that you even feel till this day, right? She was there for a purpose. Because if you didn't have, I'll give you one example. If you didn't have that woman, if that woman was so good, you wouldn't be the truth. Because we all know that some brothers today have the calling on their life, but don't want to execute because they have that lovely woman at home. That's the pillar of rest. But the Most High loves you so much that he allow hell in your relationship so you can break out from that and then come in the truth. You see that? So you might, when you see that woman, yes, we human beings sometimes, but don't hate her because she was just a pawn. She was just a pawn. She was just a peon. The Most High used her for the greater purpose, man. Okay? So now let's go to 1 Peter 5 and 10. 1 Peter 5 and 10. 1 Peter 5 and say, but the God of all grace, who have called us unto his eternal glory by Mashiach Yahushai, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you. Right? So I'm sure some brother, after they went through the period of spiritual avalanche, they went through a period of spiritual beatdown, they saw like a respite where they were able to rest. Things started to happen to them, blessings and things like that started to happen. They had a woman, a good woman, maybe a virgin. They had a job, they have the situation. They even have they came into some money. They were able to travel, to find new people, key people in their life, or health, of strength, or whatever it is. Because the Most High is faithful, man. The Most High will give you rest. But it's like, don't give up before the time. Don't give up before the time, man. That's the thing. It's hard. It's not easy, bro. Sometimes you're thinking to yourself, wow, what have I got myself into? And I've been there, man. I've been in situation. But the Most High always delivered me from those, and I pray that He keep on delivering me from that situation. Or sometimes He will come on me, and I think it's severe. I will think that it's severe. I'm scared, but actually He will bring it to like a minimum, like sentence where I can deal with it. So the Most High is beautiful, man. James 1, right, and 12 say, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, when the Lord hath promised to them that love him. So the Most High promised us something, man, and He will deliver it, right? Now, the last verse, Genesis 50 and 20. The last precept, Genesis 50 and 20. 50 and 20. And it says, but as for you, verse 19, he said, and Joseph said, Yahweh said unto them, fear not, for am I in the place of Yahweh? But as for you, ye thought evil against me, but Yahweh meant it unto good. You see, to bring to pass as it is this day, to save much people alive. See that? So your life in this truth is built like that on purpose for a greater, event, for a main event that will take place in your life, man. So it's hard right now, but don't despair, don't give up, keep on walking in that, walking in that faith, keep on having faith, learn to pray, learn to fast, use what I told people to use, the ESOP, to have ESOP baths. It's very serious. Go to Brixton, go to the Elamite, shop, ask for an ESOP, smell it out, it's a particular smell. If you don't know the smell, ask a brother, because sometimes they can be putting some other things in there, but get the ESOP, right? And go and have your shower once a month, once a week, and remove all of those things, man. Because the body, that's why you see people having a tattoo, that's demonic attachment, emotional attachment, the past event attachment. This body is very powerful, man. It's an energy based, it's an energy hub, right? So sometimes a lot of things that you've been through, a lot of people that you met, a lot of people that a lot of energy that you intertwine yourself with, you mingle with, the ESOP. Yes, we have to, the word cleanses, the Lord cleanses. But our body, just like when you eat pork, you don't eat pork anymore because it's unclean. This is how you can use the ESOP physically, a physical bath to clean. So at the priesthood, they had a physical bath, but Yahweh came with a spiritual bath. But hey, the physical and the spiritual are balanced because you are a body and a spirit. All right? So use it to the best of your ability, man. And when the Most High strengthen you, empower you, deliver you, heal you. By Shem HaMashiach Yahushai. Shalom. Ka'alayim la Yahweh. By Shem Yahushai. Wahara HaKadosh. Kwam Yisrael. Shalom Israel. Aman wa Allah.